At ease, soldiers. Sergeant Nick Fury here. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're at in the world there today. I wanted to go over real quick here on Arma 3. I've been getting a lot of questions from people on how to manage the mods. So what you're going to want to do is go fire up your Arma 3. It's going to go ahead and start your launcher. Once everything's going, make sure there is no mods loaded. Then go down here and look for a server. Okay, now normally if you have all the mods, you're just going to get it's going to be green and it may have a question mark if there's something that you may have to subscribe to, like up here, see? Generis Winter, right? Don't have that mod. So it's going to give me an option on looking for it on the Steam Workshop or finding it out on the web. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, first I want to go up here like to this one. Let's go up here. See, same thing, see? These are, when you see an orange dot, it's going to tell you that there's a compatibility issue with the signature. Okay, so you may not want to go ahead and load that up because chances are you're not going to be able to join that server. Okay, but what we're going to do here on this one real quick is I'll show you how to do this. So go ahead and open this up, click on more details. And again, you notice we already have these mods. See, it's going to say load, load, load. We don't have Generis Winter. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is click here, see if we can find on the Steam Workshop. So let's go over here, and there you go, Generis Winters right here, right? So what it does is it finds it on the web. Okay, and if you're not logged in, you're going to have to log in on the website. What I do is, because I don't want to go through all this stuff here and then redo it and redo it and redo it. So what I do is I just do a little cut and paste real quick, and I open up my Steam launcher. Okay, and then I go here. Whoops, sorry, Steve. Let's go up here to Arma. Come down here, go to the workshop, and simply paste it in here, right? It's going to find it right here for you. And then go ahead and click on subscribe. Now, when you click on subscribe, it's going to go ahead and start downloading it, right? There you go. It's downloading it. Come over to your launcher. Give it a second. Go ahead and close this up and give it a second until you see it says it's working, and then it's going to tell you it's installing. This is why the Arma launcher works better than the A3 or Arma Sync or all those other crazy ass ones that are out there. Because the problems with those are it requires somebody to maintain their file database. So say a file changes here and they don't change it on their server and then you decide to log into their game, it's going to hose your files that you have and overwrite your newer files. Then when you get done playing on that server and you get ready to jump onto another server, it's not going to work. Okay? So, matter of fact, Connor is the gentleman right here I'm going to be helping here. So you can see he's popping up all these messages down here in the corner. So now what's going to happen, we're going to go into here. Hold on. Okay, you should see that mod now when you come over here. You're going to see that new Generis mod just loaded up over here. See, Generis updated, right? So come back over here, click on it now. Now it's still going to say that it hasn't found it yet because you know why? See what the problem is? See, now it's saying it's a signature mismatch on there. So see, that's the problem with that one. But that's how you're going to go download it. So let's go over here. We're going to do another one real quick though. Okay, all these, see, these are all load, 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 so I can't do any of those. I have all those. But normally when there's an issue, that's what you're going to see that. If there's a problem with the signature or something, you're going to see that. These are all load, so I don't have to worry about those. So let me go out here on the internet real quick. But it's so easy to do nowadays. So don't sweat the small stuff. If you want to go join a server, but I would stay away from the other programs out there and just work here with the Arma launcher. It's the best way to go. Let's go over here and see if I have all these. Okay, here you go. Now, see, we haven't subscribed to this one, but it already knows that it's in the workshop already. Okay, so what it's going to do, it's going to load up all these other mods that I already have, and it's going to subscribe to this one. So what you're going to do, you're going to say set up mods and join. Now, you're always going to get these suggested mods down here. Don't mess with those, okay? Just do what it says right here. So if you set up mods and join, now what it's doing, see, it's actually downloading the ACE compatibility for our RHS GREF. See, it loaded it for us, and then bam, it's going to go ahead and kick us right onto the server here. So this is the easiest way to do it. You do all those other ones. It requires way too much work, way too much stuff. Even though people still swear by them, but the only thing those are good for is if you belong to a unit, clan, organization, group, and they require you to use their specific loadout mods, maps, whatever that is. Then those people have a tendency to want you to download their pack, but again, it's just their pack with their mods. Okay, but again, it will screw up your stuff if they have the wrong version and they're not updating their CBA or their ACE or their RHS or their Task Force Radio. Beware. If you download that pack, it's going to overwrite all yours that are in here. So again, I don't use those. I used them years ago. Yeah, when Arma 3 first came out, we didn't have a launcher, so you had to do everything from the in-game launcher itself. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp a little bit. But it is loading up. I'm going to show you how this works. So basically, it will load all those mods up. Now, if there's an issue, then we would get kicked back out. But again, so those are the two ways that you're going to do it. If you get a red one there, it's going to give you an option of searching on Steam or searching on the web, which is normally when you do a Google search, it's going to come up with Armaholic. So you want to make sure you're registered on Armaholic, because what happens if you're not a registered user, you don't have to be a paid premium user, just registered. Because if you're a guest, you can, believe it or not, they have you downloading at 56K, which is like 56K modem speeds. So if you're downloading a 200-300 megabyte file, you're not going to be a happy camper. So again, but if you register before you go there, because you have to verify and get an email sent to you and all that crap. So register, and that way when you go there, you'll get a little bit faster on the download. But you see, it went right in here. So I go ahead and pick my whatever I want. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Like I said, oh, here we go. Here's an engineer slot. So I'll come over here. There you go. Now it's downloading their mission file. We got all the right mods loaded, and we're having fun. But yeah, if you use the A3 launcher, you'd be going out and trying to install them from them, and then it would be overwriting your files if there was something wrong. And no, I don't do any of that. I got 5,500 hours plus in this version of Arma 3 alone, and if one of those other programs were that great, don't you think I'd be using it? I want to. If anything, this one's a little bit convoluted. The front end. I have better suggestions on how they could streamline their whole front end, but they haven't listened to me. I'm getting ready to do a video on it since I have the ability now. I've gotten a little bit better with my cutting and pasting and stuff. So I'm going to show them what I think their streamlined front end launcher should look like, where we can see everything on the same page at the same time. So, which would be cool. But I don't usually play Anastasi. I was just joining this one real quick just to show you guys the easiest way to load up the mods. But again, I'm amazed at how many people do use the A3 and Arma Sync and all those. I mean, I thought all those programs died a long time ago. Now you're going to get this every now and then. That's not you. That's on the something that when he was running the map through the Eden editor, he must not had some weapon config thing configured right. So don't sweat it. Just click on OK. Go ahead and let it load up the map. Arma does take a little bit of time to load too. It's not a fast loading game, but it's well worth the wait. Now see, I'm getting this incompatibility version here, which you're going to get that occasionally because again, that's something to do with what's going on the server side. But as long as you don't get kicked off the game, don't sweat it, okay? If you got kicked off the game, then I would, then you could. Yeah, this is one of these looting and scavenging and all those ones. I don't play this type of stuff. I just wanted to jump on here and show you that it all worked. If you want to go over here and see what's going on, you can go, go to abort, say yes. It'll kick us back out. Go to disconnect. But down here you can see all your mods that are running, right? Task Force. There's the one we just downloaded right now. See RHS. So everything loaded fine. Game started great. Go back out. Now that mod is loaded, so it's always going to be there. Now once you get off of a server, just make sure you come back up here real quick and uncheck your mods, because if not, it's going to keep those mods loaded. Now if you like that server, then what you could do is, you can see it says Wheat Express number 1 Battalion. You can come up here and do a preset. So you can come up here, you can name that and give it a name and say save as, and then every time you join that server, you just come up here and click. Now again, you got to caution you that they may change the mods on the server, because server guys like to, change mods, right? They change maps, they change mods. But normally what I do is, before I exit the launcher, I always come and unload, because if you don't, the next time you start the launcher up, guess what happens? It's going to load whatever the last mods that were in there. Okay, so do that. Go ahead and close your launcher out if you're not going to play any more games, and then you're back in your library. So that's how you manage your mods real quick in Arma 3 Soldiers. This is Sergeant Nick Fury. Till I talk to you again,